How's it grade 10s? So today's lesson is going to be a little bit more chill than what yesterday's was. And I hope you guys got the gist of what was happening yesterday. So today we're going on to calculations in trigonometry, working from slides 11 to 13 from the trigonometry PowerPoint. So today we're actually going to use our calculator. So it's pretty chill, not too bad. Okay. So the question is, this is example 1. The question is, evaluate the following correct to 2 decimal places. So I'm just going to make a note here that we're working to 2 decimals. Okay. Question A is 3 tan 74 degrees. Okay, so that's what they're asking. Now, the first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that our calculator is in degree mode. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but over there, there's a little D. If you don't have a D, what I want you guys to do is you're going to go, if you're working with the Casio calculator, you're going to go Shift 9, and it's going to say clear. I want you to press 3 for all, and then you're going to press equals, and then equals again. Then it should be on D. D stands for degrees, okay? And that's what we're working with here, 74 degrees. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're just going to plug this in as is. So we're going to go 3 tan 74 and close your bracket. So you can see it looks exactly how it's written there, and then press equals. And remember, they want us to round it off to 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places is going to be the 6. Number on the right is 5 or more. We bump it up. So it's not, so it stays the same. So this is 10.46. Okay. Question B is asking for sine squared 58 degrees. Okay. So you know your trig functions sine, cos, and tan. There they are there. Sine, cos, tan. The problem is we don't have a sine squared button. So how do we actually write this on the calculator? Well, this is exactly the same as saying sine 58 squared. That's what that means, okay? This we can write on the calculator. So we open up a bracket, sine 58, close that bracket, close the main bracket, and square it, and then press equals. So we're going to round this off to 2 decimals. So the number on the right, that is 5 or more, so we bump that one up. So this is equal to 0.72. Looking at question C, we've got cos 58.3 degrees plus 11.9 degrees. Okay, we just write this as is on the calculator. So this is going to be cos 58.3 plus 11.9. Close your bracket, press equals, round it off to 2 decimal places. So the number on the right is 5 or more, bump that one up. So this becomes 0.34. So not too bad so far. Okay. If we look at question D, they're asking us to solve for sine 67.1 degrees minus tan 32.9 degrees. Okay, write it as is on the calculator. So you've got sine 67.1 degrees minus tan 32.9 degrees. Close your bracket. And we round it off to 2 decimals. So that's less than 5, so it stays the same. So this is equal to 0.27. Okay. Now, let's just say that you do something like this and you press equals. You see, you must be careful. You must put your brackets in, grade 9. You're getting a different answer. Okay, so just be careful with your brackets. Okay. Question E, we have cos 83.4 degrees over 3. Okay, so write it as is. So cos, your fraction button, 83.4 over 3. Close your bracket. Round it off to 2 decimals, so that is less than 5, so it stays the same. So this is 0.88. Okay. Going on to example F. Sorry, grade 10s, just trying to sort out this paper. Okay, so example F. So example F is saying cos 83.4 degrees all over 3. So to write this out as it is, fraction button, cos 83.4, close your bracket, all over 3. Remember, round it off to 2 decimals, so that is more than 5, so we bump that one up. So this becomes 0.04. Okay. Right, let's have a look at example 2. Example 2 is saying if P is equal to 17 degrees and Q is equal to 13 degrees, use your calculator to determine whether the following statements are true or false. And they want us to round this off to 3 decimal places. Okay, so if we look at question A, they're asking us cos P plus cos Q equals cos P plus Q. So they're asking, is this statement true? So how do we prove that these things are true? Well, we break it down left-hand side, right-hand side. So on the left-hand side of the equation, we have this cos P plus cos Q. On the right-hand side of the equation, we have cos P plus Q. Okay. Now we know what the values of P and Q are. They're 17 and 13 respectively. So I'm just going to plug them in for the P and the Q's. So left-hand side, we get cos P is 17 plus cos Q is 13. I'm just going to work this out on the calculator. So we have cos 17, close my bracket, plus cos 13, close my bracket. And we're going to round it off to 3 decimals. So 1, 2, 3. The number on the right of that is bigger than 5, so we bump that up. So this is 1,931. Okay, let's look at the right-hand side now. So on the right-hand side, we get cos P is 17 plus Q is 13. And we can plug that in the calculator. So cos 17 plus 13, close my bracket, equals. Now, if you get something like this, grade 10s, just press the SD button and it'll convert it to a decimal. Okay, and we're going to round it off to 3 decimals, 1, 2, 3, less than 5, so that stays the same. So it's 0.866. So, is that equal to that? No, it's not. Left-hand side is not equal to the right-hand side. Therefore, this statement is false. Okay. If we look at example B now, it's the same thing. If P is 17 and Q is 13, we need to show if this thing is true or false. So the question is 1 minus sine squared P equals cos squared P. So let's break it down. Left-hand side, right-hand side. On the left-hand side, we have 1 minus sine squared P. On the right-hand side, we have cos squared P. I'm just going to substitute my P in. So this is equal to 1 minus sine squared 17, and this side is cos squared 17. Okay, so this is very similar to the previous one because we don't have a sine squared button on our calculator. This is the same as saying 1 minus sine 17 squared. Okay, and that is what I'm going to put on the calculator. So we get 1 minus, open the bracket, sine 17, close my inner bracket, close my outer bracket, and we square it. And we get to 3 decimal places. So that's bigger than 5 and bigger. So that gets bumped up, 0,915. Okay, let's have a look at this one now. Again, we don't have a cos squared button on our calculator, so this is the same as saying cos 17 degrees squared. That I can put on the calculator. So open up the bracket, cos 17, close inner bracket, close outer bracket, and square it. And round that off to 3 decimals, so that is 5 or more, so that gets bumped up, 0,915. Okay, so 0,915 is equal to 0,915. So left-hand side equals the right-hand side. Therefore, this statement is true. Okay, so not too bad. Right, grade 10s, I would like you to do exercise 5.3, numbers 1 and 2 for me, please. Thank you.